Hey everybody, it's Jenny Gold with Jessica Arnett from Cannabidiol Life, and we have two really exciting products to tell you about from Cannabidiol Life today. Can you tell I'm a little disheveled today, my hair? It's because I took the CBN gummies 2 nights ago, and last night I took the tincture, and Jessica's going to tell you about that, but let me tell you something. I've been very stressed out since I started Jenny's Gold Standard. Don't know if you guys are going to order, don't know if you guys believe in what I'm selling, and I haven't been sleeping that well, but I am now. I'm going to take the word on fire, right? So, but no fires. Anyway, Jessica, will you explain all this to them?
You bet. So a lot of questions that I get about our CBN or the night booster is how is that possible and what the heck is it? So first you have to understand the molecule. CBN is the degenerative of the THC molecule. So it's what happens when THC begins to basically die off, if you will, and it converts into CBN. And CBN is what causes the brain and body to completely relax and go into a calm enough state to go into a sleep state. Our oil is a distillate. We've been accused of isolating it. No, we didn't isolate it. It is in fact a broad spectrum distillate. We worked with an herbalist in order to get this right. It's a combination of CBN and terpenes. It's the right combination of a total 1,000 milligrams of the extract, 800 milligrams of those being CBN, 200 of those milligrams being CBD, and the rest of it being a terpene profile, and then it is suspended in or carried in MCT. So it's absorbed really well into the body, and the body processes it really cleanly. So what you're really getting is this amazing, like, I don't know, I liken it to child sleep. You know, when you see a baby in a crib or you see a young kid and that kid is just like, right? That's this. Drooling, okay, the eyes are watering, right? It's that kind of sleep. And there are so many people looking for this. Now, the next question I get is, after effects. Am I going to wake up the next morning, bird boxing it to the coffee pot because I'm a train wreck and I don't know which end is up? No. The answer is no. And the reason why is because your body is taking the molecule and the messaging and it's putting it to work for the period of time that your indigenous system, your endocannabinoid indigenous system needs it to drop into sleep state and get rest. So this is going to be beneficial for stress, anxiety, depression, because if you're not sleeping right, you're sinking deeper. This is going to be amazing for women my age, your age, the whole perimenopause, menopause.
You just called me out.
Okay, I just called myself out, Jenny, so let's just be honest.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm like, wait.
It's crazy. I'm a mom, you're not. You start having babies, and I remember this so clearly. This was 30 years ago, and it's like, I used to love to sleep. Okay, then I had babies. And I was like, the freaking babies don't sleep, ever. I mean, I remember times when I would like sneak up onto that nursery door, and I'd crack it open just this much, and the kid would see my eyeball and go, "Don't!" And he'd be like, okay, no sleep. And then they get to be little people and toddlers, so they can wander around the house at night. And I got to lock them down and sleep with one eye open because you don't know what the heck they're up to, okay? And then you get into the stage of they're up talking to their friends, they're doing whatever, they're messing around on the internet. Now you got to keep one eye open for that shit. And then they become teenagers. They're out and about and they're doing crazy stuff, and maybe they're wearing masks or they're not wearing masks, or they're driving fast or they're not, or, you know, the things that we worried about 30 years ago. Don't even touch what they worry about now as a parent. So now you're really sleeping with one eye open, and they're missing curfews, so they're keeping you up, they can drive. Okay. And then comes the day that
Did you get a grandbaby?
No, wait, comes the day when the last one goes out the door. And the first thing you think to yourself as the angels are singing is, I will finally sleep. It's my turn. And then God, universe, whatever you believe in, plans the ultimate joke. You don't sleep. You just don't sleep. Suddenly, you don't You lay in bed, you're counting sheep, you're up, it's 2 a.m., it's 3 a.m., it's 4 a.m., it's 5 a.m. By then you're like, do I want to work out? Do I not want to work out? Should I get the coffee? Do I take the dog out? Give up, get up, go. And that is all contributing to aging. Okay, and then you would think that we'd be metabolizing like crazy fools through all of this, but no, of course we're not, because everything drops and we're not metabolizing the way we used to. So we're just kind of spreading out. I'm spreading. Like, I'm spreading. Okay, CBN. Oh, for the sleep. Okay, for the blessed sleep. And you can sleep as long as you want to. You can sit up, take some more, and go back to sleep if you want to.
I'll admit it, I had 2 of these. I did have 2, but I didn't need to take 2. But I thought when I woke up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, I thought I'll just take another one. Then I was like out again. I'm like, oh, I didn't need to take another one, by the way. Right. So you don't need to. They're 5 milligrams a piece, by the way.
So. Yeah, so the way that I recommend doing this, because everybody is going to need a totally different dose, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody's endocannabinoid system is completely different from everybody else's. It is the grand beauty of our design and diversity. Okay, so my deficiency is going to be different than yours. So I'm going to use a different volume than you are going to use, because my diet is different, my lifestyle is different, the parts that I can move and not move is different, everything about me, right? Mm-hmm. So our recommendation is that you go with a quarter of the dropper or less. You try that night 1. If after an hour you're not drifting off into la la land, try another quarter of the dropper. By then you should be drifting off into la la land, okay? But not, you've got to give it an hour at a time between titrations. And here's why. It's going to process through your whole system. We don't know how you will respond to it. You don't know how you will respond to it. At some point through that digestive tract, you will peak. For some people, that peak can happen as early as 7 minutes, and for other people, that can happen in 2 hours. So you don't want it to like hit you hard, and then the next thing you know, you're like, oh, I missed 3 days of work, because that can happen too. If your body is so deprived, your body will literally just suck it up, take it in, and knock your you-know-what out. So you always want to be really careful about how you're titrating, how you're dosing, okay? On the gummies, if you're smaller like Jenny, because Jenny, you're a very petite composite of a human being.
Well, thank you.
A gummy. For somebody like me, while I am short, I'm pretty stout. So I'm built like a fire hydrant, right? Pretty short, stout, and stocky. So I'm going to go with the 5 milligrams, also because I'm a THC consumer. So I have a higher tolerance. Somebody like my husband, ironically, though, who's 6 foot infinity, weighs 200 and infinity pounds, and has a wingspan of 56 inches end to end. That's just a shoulder width, okay? That guy, you would think, would need like 10 milligrams, but because he's a clean diet, he's a jock, he eats really clean diet, he does not consume any THC products whatsoever, he has to take less because it will impact him hard, because he has a cleaner system when it comes to an overall use. I hope this makes sense. Yeah. So you're going to want to really be careful about how much you're taking, because a little goes a long way. And I'm pretty sure that as a sleep product, it's amazing, because it's not, again, you're not going to have the awful side effects you have, like if you take Ambien. Like I tried Ambien once. Oh my God, what a train wreck. Okay, I literally had to feel my way down the wall to get to the espresso machine. I was feeling my way through the beans because I was so gone. Like my body just went, yeah. And it took me days to recover. So another fun fact, people who go under a general anesthetic for surgery, it takes upwards of a year for your body to flush all of those toxins back out again. So the anesthetics, everything that was used through the process of that invasive surgery in terms of medication lingers in the body for a year. So if you've had a C-section, right? And you had a general anesthesia,
Anesthetic.
you're going to have a heck of a year ahead dragging your ass out of bed with that baby.
Yeah.
Okay? So what we always go to is, if you understand what that feels like, by comparison to what it feels like to just wake up refreshed, having taken a natural plant extract, that's really your winning combination and understanding there.
That's awesome. That's a great explanation, Jessica, because I'll be honest, guys, I was like, hey, I'm gonna start taking this melatonin stuff because my doctor's like, maybe you should take melatonin. I wasn't taking 5 milligram melatonin. I was taking 5. Like seriously, as of last week, I was taking 5 when I go to bed at night, and sometimes I'd wake up and I'd take 2 more. This, I don't have it right here. I took the tincture last night. I did the quarter dropper out. I was out. Now I know my hair looks a little disheveled, but I woke up and I was totally awake. Did I have to go to the restroom in the middle of the night? Yes, but you know what? I got up, I went, and got right back to sleep. And I got back into my bed. So don't be nervous that you're not going to wake up and you should have woken up to go to the restroom or something like that.
It's been a good night if you wake up like this.
I know, right? Well, I did brush my hair because it kind of looks like that. So
that's a great night. That's
it's a very good night.
For some that implies some activity, and for others that implies blessed sleep.
So you can go either way with that. But I stand behind this product 100% because I've tested it now, and I've told you guys I vetted all these companies. I'm vetting all the products. Their CBN products just came out this week. So please go to Jenny's Gold Standard and look for Cannabidiol Life under the services tab. Click on their link there. Okay, it's also on the bottom of this video also, so you can click on that. It will take you, it will take you directly to their site, and there you go. So I'd really like to hear about how this works for you when you purchase it. Just let me know, and maybe we can do an online Zoom call with you. It should be really fun, right? Just make sure you're not still sleeping, right? So Jessica, anything else?
That's it. I think next time, Jenny, we'll talk about beautiful facial serums and bath bombs and things that make you feel luxuriously fabulous.
Yes, sounds great.
Awesome.
All right, guys, have a great week. Bye. Okay, so